Hey guys, this is Jessica Janae. This is my first video. I'm so excited and I had to start now. I've been talking about it for years that I wanted to do videos or vlog, write a book, and I kept putting it off, and then a year will go by and then another year, etc. And those that know me close know I do have what I think is an interesting story. They may think it's an interesting story to tell as well. People all the time that know me would tell me I should share my story, and I would say, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and a year would go by and I wouldn't do it. But recently I've been inspired and I said, you know what, let me start now. So we're just gonna jump right into it. I am a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a Christian, I'm a friend, a daughter, a sister, and so many more other things. And one of my guilty pleasures is reality TV. And I love to watch Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, I'm guilty of watching that. And so if you watched this season, it's been full of drama for Kandi Burris, one of the people on the show. And she used to be in Escape, and she does a whole bunch of other things. And so one of the main things that stuck out to me this season was her husband, Todd, was accused of cheating on her. Not really accused, but it was a rumor going around that he would travel to another state to cheat on his wife, make up this alias name, and hook up with women. And so one part of the show, when one of the girls, Portia, she told Kandi that she knew this allegedly, that her husband was doing this thing. Kandi immediately laughed it off, and that really stuck out to me. And then it came out on the last part of the reunion show that it was all, apparently made up, and there was never even any truth behind it. And so I sat there and I was watching the show with my husband, and I was like, that wouldn't have worked out in a lot of women's cases. If somebody comes to you and say your husband, your boyfriend, your partner, whatever you guys are into, if somebody come to you and say that they know that your spouse, boyfriend, whatever, is going to another state, first of all, not only going to another state, he's now making up this alias name, and then he's also hooking up with women. If somebody come to you and say that, you're automatically going to be like, what? And go off probably on the person that's telling you this, and you immediately going to go to your, person that you're with in your relationship and go off on them and try to figure out what's going on. But on the show, Housewives of Atlanta, and Kandi, when she received that information, she immediately laughed it off. She did go back and tell her husband, but she didn't go back and blame him or accuse him of anything. She basically was like, they're saying this about you. And he's like, what? And I love that about their relationship, because it showed, one, that Kandi obviously trusts her husband enough to know that he would never do that to her. She, without a doubt, what it looked like from the outside, questioned his loyalty to her, his faithfulness, any of that in their relationship. She did not believe that he would do that off the back. And I was like, wow, that would have been me. I'm not there yet, 100%. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I would have been like side-eyeing my husband and been like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? Why is this even out there about you? That's just what I would have done. And I'm going to get to the point where I could just laugh it off and not think twice about it. But, I'm like, on the show, that really could have ruined their relationship. It could have put a big damper in their marriage. It could have done a lot of things. And so when I was sitting there watching it, my husband brought up a great point, and I started sharing this stuff with him. He was like, you need to know your spouse. And I was like, you're right, because if you know your spouse well enough to know that they wouldn't ever do anything about that, you can laugh it off too. When somebody comes to you with some information just out of left field, you're like, what? You can laugh it off. On a reunion, Kandi was like, her husband doesn't even go to New York anymore because his mom passed without her. And so he was never alone in New York the last year or so without her being there. So she already knew the information was wrong because he don't go there. So one, you need to know where your partner is, your spouse is. You can't, not saying that they need to know every single place you go or things you do, but you should know where they are though. So somebody can't come to you and be like, oh yeah, y'all know you're from Maryland, but I seen your husband in Florida last week. No, you didn't. He was here in Maryland with me, or I was in Florida with him. So you need to know where they are. You need to know them. You need to know that I know without a shadow of a doubt that they would not hurt me that way. So I know that they wouldn't just go to another state and make up these lies about me, lie that there's somebody else. First of all, he's a media personality. He's on TV. So if he was hooking up and lying and saying he was some other person, what dumb person would be like, oh yeah, okay, I know that this is you? No, then, I mean, their morals are off, because there are women out here that would fall for that and go for that, and there are men, women, it's, interchangeable, that will go out here and try to lie. But we're talking about the ones that don't lie, that actually are honest people out here that are committed in their relationships. And so, but if you know that person, you know that they would never do that to you. Not saying that anyone's perfect and we don't fall short of things, but if you've made this commitment to somebody and you know them enough to know that they would never do this, you'll be able to just be like, okay, yeah, laugh it off and keep it moving with that person. And then you also have to, my husband made another good point, that you have to know yourself. You have to know yourself enough to know, one, that you're confident in yourself, to know that whatever these people say about my relationship, about who I'm with, I'm confident enough to know I'm not going to get emotionally invested into that information because it's false information. And so, you don't have to go off on people, feeling like, oh, I thought I knew my, person I'm with, but now that I'm hearing this information, all these thoughts start going through your head. Because that's, I am still battling with that. If someone comes to me with information, yeah, I can be as confident as I am in the world, but if someone drops something, in my spirit, or, devil is busy. Okay, and he always is trying to get into your happy place. Don't let him do it. But anyway, if somebody's trying to give you some information, that could change your moment, your mood in a moment. And you can be, so confident and, happy as can be. But something like, oh, girl, I saw your man texting this girl the other day, or I saw him commenting, or he liking every photo, because we in the social media age. He likes all these photos and what is going on. Somebody can just plant one small little seed of doubt in your mind, and you can switch and go off. But if you know yourself, to know that I'm not going to let that get to me. I know my spouse, so I know that or my spouse, my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, my friend that I'm in a courting with, what I've dated, I know them enough to know that even though they're doing something, it doesn't mean it, you can be nice without flirting. That's, I got that from him as well. When you are sure about yourself and about your relationship, you don't have to worry about those things. And so, I applaud Kandi and Todd from Housewives of Atlanta for being what it looks like to be strong in their relationship and commitment to each other, because although it's on national TV and any little lie could tarnish your relationship with each other, they appear to not let that foolishness get in the way. Laugh it off immediately. And that's something that we all could start doing in our own relationships, with one, getting to know each other, spending time together, making sure you know your person that you are choosing to be with. You only will do that by spending time and investing in your relationship. Then it doesn't have to take years. It doesn't have to take, oh, I won't know you until 10, 20 years. Because honestly, you never fully know the person unless you invest the time in them and spend with them quality time, not together, but you're still on your phones, or y'all go out, but you're not even talking to each other. You have to sit there and actually invest in the person. Get to know them. That was what makes them tick, what makes them quirk, what makes them laugh, what do they like, what do they love. All those different things help get to know each other and know yourself. Know what make you tick and go off. If you're around people that spread rumors and gossip, and the first thing that they say about you, you know that you're going to go off and whatever, and it could be totally bull. Get away from those people. Stop investing your time and effort and energy into those people that don't have nothing but negative, false lies to say about you and your relationship. Get away from them. You don't need them. That's not healthy for you or your relationship. You don't want anything that's going to tear you down or your relationship down. You want things and people to build you up. So check your circle, check your people. It's okay to get away from people that, aren't good for you. It's okay to move on and start a new season. For a while there was this thing that was going around saying hashtag no new friends because of a song. But I don't believe in that. New friends are okay. If them old ones ain't doing nothing for you, if you're not getting any benefit out of those old relationships, they gotta go. And if you don't have any new friends at this time, that's fine too. But new friends are okay if they're going to be a benefit to your relationship, to your health, to you. It's okay to do that. So, I'm not going to go too much longer because this is just my first video, and I'm so excited that you guys decided to tune in. Please continue to check me out. I'm going to do videos and post more often. I promise. This is a new beginning for me, and I'm so excited. Make sure you follow me on social media. Facebook is Jessica Sweet. On Instagram, it's Jessica, Jessica _Janae, Jenae. Or you can send me an email, and I would love to come chat with you at your venue, at your next conference meeting, whatever it is. My email is Jess, Janae, Jenae @gmail.com. And, make sure what I leave you with, know yourself, know the person you with, and you're going to be all right. Till next time, peace.